Hey everyone, this is Anna here. I'm gonna wait just a few seconds here to see if I have anyone here that is gonna join me. So I have a small kiln unload, and these were mainly tests. A few tests, but I was testing on real pieces, my new glazes. So these are not the usual pieces that I make. So they're more kind of like a day-to-day use, everyday use, let's say. Not too many sculpted pieces here, but I'm just gonna wait a little bit more, see if there is anybody here to join me. But I have some really cool results, mainly on those Bots Glazes, Bots Pro Glazes. So I'm really excited about them. And I have some new colors. I put a video on my Glazes haul. I just bought a few new glazes, and especially the Bots glazes. I really like the ones that I had before. So I think I bought, I don't know, maybe 5 different colors. So I liked them so much that I went back for more. So I bought all new colors. The only one that I didn't test in here was the Heliodor, which I probably will use on my other pieces that I'm still glazing, believe it or not. So that one is like a green, kind of like a green-yellow chartreuse color. But I'll go ahead and start. Hi, Carice. I was waiting for someone to join me here because I'm so excited about the new glazes that I have, the results, and I'll go ahead and start just going through. I hope I can remember them all. I made a few of these little cups. I call it my curse mug, my curse words. I made these while I was sick last month, and I wasn't in a good mood, and also represents the mood that with everything going on in America. So I don't know if you can tell, it is backwards, so but it's all curse words and hearts. Anyways, I made a few of these. They're espresso little cups, and so here I'm using for the first time speckled B-mix is the clay, and you can see it's a real nice clay, and these are all under glazes, and I just used that HF9 Amico HF9 clear in here, but inside is let me show this one too because they're the same. I use Spectrum Sunrise, and look at the pretty color. It turns out like a real pretty pink color. This one dripped a little bit. But anyways, these are just, I believe I use Spectrum inside, Spectrum Sunrise inside, and then I just added a little bit of Bots Plus, which is like Flux. So I think you would get the same result with Light Flux. Oh, you're glazing right now, so yeah, I still have a lot of glazing to do too. I just wanted to get this small kiln unload just because I had a few new glazes, so I wanted to test them first. But these Spectrum glazes are very nice. I'm very happy with them. This one is another one with, it's kind of like a latte mug. It's actually like this. So what it is you cut the rim of a mug, and it has to be like kind of like a small mug, more like a latte mug, and then that rim becomes your handle. So I was gonna do a tutorial on these. It's really cute. So it's a smaller mug. Anyways, I used 2 times honey flux inside, and then here is papaya, which is Spectrum, and then underneath here is Sunrise. Spectrum Sunrise. I mean, you can't tell very little the difference, except the sunrise is lighter, but it actually dripped here. I had to grind a little bit. It touched my shelf. Oh, thank you. Yeah, these are nice colors for summer, I thought, but I just wanted to try. I saw these somewhere and I wanted to try these, and it turns out really nice. It's just different, So I'll go over the rest of these little ones here because the insides is where I added color, and it turned out so nice. So another one that I'm very surprised how bright it is even on the speckled clay is that bougainvillea. I mean, look at that pink. Isn't that so pretty? So bright. I was shocked when I saw, because I had tested before and I knew on porcelain is very bright, but I would never knew that on a speckled clay would be this bright as well with the speckles, so it looks really nice. So that's the rest. These all on the glazes with HF9 clear over it. This one is very bright. It's called Carnelian Yellow by Bots also. It's a Bots Pro glaze. So inside is Carnelian Yellow. And then I just added a little bit in here on the rim with Bots Plus, which is like a flux. So I didn't want to glaze everything else because I was afraid it would run into my hearts applique. So I just did the very little on the rim, but very summer colors. I really like this Carnelian Yellow. It's almost like a orangey yellow, nice summer color. Another one that I really like is Amethyst, which is this one inside. It's almost like a purple lavender color, very bright, another nice summer color. And then I use the same thing. All these little ones are the same. I did the same on the rim as well, but it's a very pretty purple. And I'm not a purple person, but I like this one because it has more of a kind of like a pinkish color to it. One that I really like also, this one doesn't have that tear on the rim. I just left it this way, but it's speckled bee mix, and inside is honey flux, and on the outside I used another Bots glaze called Larimar. It's a very ocean color, and then over that I used my new Jungle Gems called Blue Guppy, and that I showed on my last video as well. But it has these crystals that melts, and it looks like this kind of caramel color. So I thought it's actually one of my favorites that came out, like nice color. But these are my colors, so this is one of the ones that I did with the sculpted, gosh, it was last month or January or February that I made these sculpted inside because my daughter wanted one. So I decided to make two and then let her choose. So she chose the one that is Arctic Fox, which is all kind of white and gray. This one is a red fox inside. So this one here inside is Bots Aquamarine. Then outside is Laguna Atlantis Aqua, a band here. And then underneath is Bots Amethyst, and it kind of just ran because the Atlantis Aqua runs a lot. And underneath here, I just used Bots White Opal. It's what I use down here. And I like this handle as well. This is a new handle shape to me because of the shape of the mug. I had to improvise and do something different. So I ended up really liking this handle. The one that she chose was this one here. It has the Arctic fox inside. Thank you. So yeah, she really likes foxes, and she wanted one since Christmas. So just now I was able to finish her mug, because it's just so many things that has been happening, especially with me out of commission for the whole month of February. I was so sick with that virus. I can't remember now the name. It's always horrible. It's kind of like the flu. But anyways, I couldn't work the whole month of February. Hi, Lori. Anyway, she chose this one. And inside is Larimar, which is the new one from Bots. And then Amethyst. And look at that. Look at this color. I just love this Amethyst. And then underneath is Laguna, Atlantis Aqua. So I reversed the order of this one. You see how it's just reversed. And I almost think I like this one better, where the amethyst kind of runs into this one. And then I use a little bit of Bots Plus, which is like the Life Flux over here. Hi, Kathleen. Isn't it cute? I mean, she doesn't drink coffee. She just drinks like cold drinks. And I thought this would be perfect. She wanted one so bad. Hi, Karen. Thank you. So yeah, I know some people had asked me, well, you can't stir, with a spoon or anything. And I was like, well, I made it for my daughter because she doesn't drink, hot beverages. So I thought it would be perfect for her, but I guess you just can't. If you drink black coffee, you can still drink out of this. So anyways, this would be hers. And then the other one I'm gonna put on my website, the other Red Fox. Let me see what else. Oh, this is another one of my curse words mugs. But inside is Spectrum Floating Blue, or floating turquoise, which it turned out a little darker than I expected. Same thing here on the handle, but it's still cute. My espresso cup. And then a new thing I made, I'll start with this one. So I made these mugs here is for organization that my daughter volunteers. It's a dog sanctuary, and is where dogs go to spend the rest of their days or years, however they have left to live. Anyways, it's a sanctuary, so they don't go anywhere. That's their forever home. And it's a huge ranch, almost like a farm, and they take such good care of these dogs. Most of them have been abused, and they just spend the rest of their lives, the best care, the best days that they have left, they spend there. So it's kind of like an oasis, let's say. Anyways, I decided to make a few of these mugs to give it to some of the people, the owner and the people that works there. So these are the initials. But I put dog paws in here, and I thought this came out really cute. Inside is Celso-chan, which is a mixed glaze. And I love this glaze as a liner glaze. I do have under, I think it's under my posts. I have the recipe for that. It's also one of John Britt's recipes. It's on John Britt's book. So I use that a lot for liner, as a liner glaze. Thank you. So what I did here on the outside, first I put one coat of Amico Honey Flux all the way down, and including the paws, but on the crevices I did copper carbonate wash, and then I wiped it back because I wanted to get into the letters. So I wiped it back, and then honey flux all over. And then it's got amethyst and aquamarine here with some random Bots Plus all around. So turned out pretty cute. This one I didn't have any issue with running all the way to the shelf. I did have it on another one. Maybe it was this one. Yeah, this one barely touched my shelf. So anyways, this one is aquamarine, same thing as the other one, honey flux, copper carbonate, wiped it back, and then aquamarine here and amethyst, and then some random Bots Plus in some places. So Bots Plus makes everything run, so that's why it ran and touched the shelf here, but it's not too bad. I think I'll just grind it. Same thing inside. And then my favorite was this one. Look at that blue. Isn't that cute? So here it has the same thing, one coat of honey flux, and then here instead of copper I used cobalt wash and wiped it back. That's why you see the blue in some crevices here. Same thing here. And so, okay, so these are all Bots glazes. So I used, not Larimar, aquamarine, a band here. Then the middle is sapphire blue, which is the dark blue, and then blue topaz on the bottom. So I think you can tell it goes from a kind of like a light blue to a darker blue, and then almost like a gray blue. Yeah, thank you. I think this, I was almost like, oh my gosh, I want to keep this one. But I really like this combination, so I'll be using it more of this one. It did touch the shelf. I had to grind it because it was sharp in here, and I thought I could cut myself. So I went ahead and grind this off right here, right there. It always does that right on the handles. I think next time I won't put as much glaze here, but yeah, look at that. It's almost like a little purple blue. I really like that. Yeah, this is a keeper, this combination here. Another thing that I was just experimenting. Look at these melting hearts. Oh, they finally worked, because I tried this before and it didn't work. And finally I tried. So this is one of the mugs that I did, that you cut the rim and then the rim becomes the handle. You just kind of bend this way. So I'll put out a tutorial on this mug. So it's a latte mug. So inside is honey flux, 2 coats. Then outside is white opal by Bots. And then I painted the hearts with Bots ruby red. And then right on top of the hearts, I use Bots Plus. But I wonder if you can get the same result with, not honey flux, the light flux. You might be able to get the same, they call the melting hearts, but it's so pretty. The Bots are movers, not stable. It depends. A lot of them, they're semi-translucent or semi-opaque. But if you use Bots Plus, which is a different glaze, kind of like light flux, if you use that on top of them, it makes them move, and that's what that is. So it's Bots Plus on top of ruby red. And you make these melting hearts everywhere. So I think I'm gonna keep this one. I don't know, but I think I might make more. I'm in love with these melting hearts. I think I have one more before I have just some testers. This one, So my last kiln unload, I made another bottle that didn't work out, that this was too big. And finally, I measured correctly this time. So where this one, it finally worked as a oil pour, and it's for my kitchen. Anyways, the bottom part is white opal. So I made a band like all the way to here of white opal. Then on the very rim, I used ancient jasper, and then another white band here of Emako dark green, and then another band here of blue rutile. I did 2 thick coats of each one, very thick because my glaze was thick. And then over everything from the top up until here, it's got like an indent here, I used Emako oatmeal. And you know, oatmeal kind of makes it blend everything. But it's strange enough that it made the blue from the blue rutile turn almost like a gray blue, I think. So, I mean, still, I like it, but I thought it would be more blue, you know, so maybe I should have used like maybe another blue, like indigo float. Maybe it would have been more blue than that, but still, that's just mine. I was just trying different combinations. So I still like that the transition from the ancient jasper to the dark green is still pretty. And then this was just a mug that the handle completely fell off. So I usually keep all my pieces for testing. And this is an example. And this one, a lot of it fell, you know, like touched my shelf. But I tested all my pink glazes inside, and they were very close in color. So I think I have Bougainvillea, Red Shimmer, Fairy Rose. And Fairy Rose seems to be the brighter one, the brightest one right here. Papaya, which is a spectrum. It's not really pink, but close. And Sunrise, which is the lighter pink. And then outside, I tested a bunch of them, like in stripes. You know, I made vertical stripes. So the pretty blue here you see is indigo float. And they all have a band of coyote blue purple, which becomes like these micro crystals in, you know, on the glaze. And I wanted to see what it does to other glazes. So that was the purpose of this test, was to test blue purple over other glazes. So anyways, that's indigo float with blue purple. Then Blue Lagoon by Emako with some blue purple in between here. So that's pretty, that color. Olive Float really surprised me, is this one right here. Just on its own, and then with some blue purple on the sides. This one here, I didn't care too much for it, the color. It's Midnight Rain right here. And then Blue Rutile, it looks real pretty here. Again, it still looks a little bit more grayish blue. And that's it. That's it on this one. Another test that I did that kind of failed, which was strange because I've been testing. So this is the same clay. This is the speckled bee mix. No issues here at all. I've heard that you cannot take this clay over cone 5. So I fired to cone 5.5. My peak temperature was 185. And it didn't reach cone 6 because I had the cone and it didn't bend, you know, 90 degrees. So anyways, this one was fine. No bloating at all. Now this one, it was just a tester. I got bloating everywhere. So in the same kiln, in a different shelf, which is this one was cooler than the other ones that got hotter. So you would think the bloating would happen on the other ones. But yeah, sometimes you never know. But yeah, I got bloating, and that's on the clay. See, I took it over the weekend too. That is funny. Sometimes I just, keep the pieces that don't work out. Like this one became completely oval, and I thought, maybe it would be a planter or something. So I use it for testing, but it completely failed. Anyways, these are blue purple on a diagonal and gunmetal green. I just did swipes of diagonally like that and let it run. And then on the bottom was blue rutile, but apparently they're both runners. The blue purple coyote, these all coyote, these two, and gunmetal green, big runners. So they ran all the way to the shelf. Anyways, that's it. I just wanted to show you my quick unloading. I think one of my favorites was this one. And let's see, maybe this blue here. I think I'll be doing more of this. So I hope you enjoyed, and I am going to continue my glazing, and hopefully the next time it will be a large kiln unload, because I have my small test kiln and I have my large kiln here. So I do have a lot of mugs. They're all sculpted, so that takes me so much time because they're all hand painted. Like all my lizards, I paint that with underglazes, and then on the background I use a glaze combination. So that's why for me it's important to do these tests to see what combos I like, and then I can use behind as almost like as a backdrop to my sculpted pieces. So thank you everyone. Thanks for being here, and I see you next time. Bye bye.